Hello everybody, I'm Tegosochu, and this is part 6 of my 800-part series examining Damn Evil Vicious Mouse's replay pack. Damn Evil Vicious Mouse is the Wehrmacht this time, and he's against Korean Army, who's a bona fide, legitimate Korean, so he's very good at real-time strategy games. He was one of the players the first time I was on Saturday Night Fights. I was one of the co-casters, and it was Korean Army versus Contador, and those were some fun games. But right now we have Korean Army versus Damn Evil Vicious Mouse. We're on Samoa. We've got the Wehrmacht versus the United States, because those are the two best factions, and two builder units for each person. And starting off with a barracks and a Wehrmacht quarters, nothing special there. Of course, the United States can always go weapon support first, and that's slightly more likely on a map like Samoa, because for one reason the mortar is very nice, because you'll be doing a lot of shelling in this area if you want, so it's nice to have a mortar. It's nice to have a heavy machine gun, the same sort of thing. You set up in the church or in this building or something, and you can lock down the center. And it's nice to have a sniper, because if they try and pull a Samoa pin on you, they sort of lock down both exits of your base, or at least the main exit of your base with machine guns and stuff. That you can bring in your sniper and start shooting, and you can also do that with a mortar too. So weapon support, start if you're thinking about it on Samoa. There's certainly some advantages to it. Really would not recommend it though, because Samoa being such a big map, it's important to get as much capping done as possible in the beginning and throughout the entire game, because if you cap points like, this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, it's going to be sort of tough for your opponent to come and take those back from you, and it's going to take them a while. So you need riflemen and stuff to get all those points capped. Would be a very nice idea. Something to think about. But we do have this MG out first from Damn Evil Vicious Mouse, and he's following it up with a Volksreiter squad, and they're running straight to the church, hoping they don't meet any riflemen, and they won't, because there's a rifleman up north capping that strap point. And whoa, they really advance even farther. Think about getting into this building? No, not even getting into the building, going even farther, setting up behind the well, leaving himself open to flanks by anybody coming behind him. So he's just really trying to get the Samoa pin going, and does not care about people flanking. The thing is, if he had gotten into this building and someone comes from over here and the machine gun starts firing over that side, then obviously the Americans can get out of their base very easy. Whereas right here, his machine gun is never going to fire in another direction unless he tells it to, unless he picks it up. And so, very good player, Damn Evil Vicious Mouse. He knows Korean Army knows that his machine gun is there, so immediately he starts to put it to use, packs it up, starts taking the strap point, because he knows his time is limited. He doesn't have a long time before Korean Army comes here to deal with it, and all he needs to do is decap this so that he's not going to be able to get income from this munitions and from the fuel and from the munitions fight down there. That's a fun fight. And here we go, Korean Army coming to nail this machine gun. So it's very important for Korean Army to put as much damage on this machine gun as possible in the beginning, or push it off or something, because otherwise it's going to be a big pain in his side. We can hear the Pioneers getting shot. Sets up Damn Evil Vicious Mouse, sets up his machine gun, trying to catch these riflemen. Is not able to. Is facing too much in this direction. It would have been nice to get in this direction. You don't need your machine gun to shoot anything over here, obviously, so when you set it up, we can't see the arc, but the arc is sort of spreading out left and right from the machine gun, so set it up so that the left part of the arc is just into the water. And that way you'll be able to catch as many people as possible. Very nice flank by Korean Army, but loses quite a few riflemen to pull it off. It's still worth it though, because he does push that machine gun off. I guess those Pioneers got pushed off too. Very nice job by the engineers. And these Volksreiters are going to get beat up. There's a blind spot in this church right here. No one can shoot you if you're standing there, but if you have a big squad like 6 riflemen, or especially if you have a big squad like 11 riflemen that we have right here, they're never going to all just stand in this little blind spot. They're just going to spread out on their own. You're never going to fit them in. So in that case, it's better to hide behind the green cover and take pot shots at the church. This is slightly better green cover to hide behind, because then only one guy can fire out at you, but and you can also catch them going out of the building. But Korean Army wanted to be on this side, because of course he has to cap this stuff back, so he's got to get these points so he's getting some income. And Korean Army cut off, but other than that has fairly good map control compared to Damn Evil Vicious Mouse, who's been tied up a bit more in fights than Korean Army has, and who lost the Pioneer versus Engineer fight down there, so that wasn't good for him. Here we have another flank going up. This machine gun's going to catch them in the red cover. That's going to be bad. That's going to be very bad, so he retreats immediately. Very good move there. Knew he did not have enough time to bring these other riflemen up. These guys were going to get suppressed and pinned right in the middle of here. There's nowhere for them to go. They could crawl left or right, but it's going to take them forever. They would have been chewed up by the Volksreiters and the machine gun. Very good retreat by Korean army there. Oh, throws a grenade, boom, right into the church. Sometimes you don't get very many good kills into the church, but if you throw it into the window that they're firing out of, then you can get some nice shots. He's still going to take pretty good damage for this. Oh, nice, gets a very lucky shot sort of on this machine gun. Down to one person. All he's got to do is kill the thing, so good job, damn evil vicious mouse moving out of there. One lucky grenade could take that machine gun out, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Does want to keep the machine gun in the fight, though. Obviously, it doesn't matter how many people are in the squad as long as there's one guy to man the machine gun. So he's in there and he's in the fight, but now he's going to get flanked and he's going to have to pull out. Very nice job by Korean Army. Got to hand it to him. Also pushing off the Pioneers a second time with his Engineer Squad. I'm not sure how he's doing so well with his Engineer Squad. We'll have to watch this replay again, see how the Engineer Squad is doing all that stuff. If I were a better shoutcaster, I would do this picture-in-picture shit, but that takes like 50 hours and video editing software, and I don't even know how to work a mouse. So, nice sneaky engineers by Korean Army, cutting through, taking the point. Were they laying mines? I don't think so. They would take the point. But Korean Army putting up a fantastic fight against damn evil vicious mouse right now, winning a lot of fights, getting some good flanks in, and he's not steamrolling him or anything. It's not like he's getting super lucky and all those people are killing all the other people. It's he knows when to fight and where to fight and how to fight, and now he's suppressed. Look at this squad. They're splitting up. They've seen horror movies and they're like, okay, you two guys go to the left. You two guys go to the right, you two guys go south, and we'll all get axe murdered. And now they're retreating, though, so they're going to be buddies again. That was weird. They must hate each other. God, what's wrong with you guys? You're just bad riflemen, not friends. What's going on in the base? Tier 2 coming up. Very nice map control by Korean Army. You see he's capping stuff all the time, probing all the time, and damn evil vicious mouse has just been much too clumped up, I think. This match, all of his units, his Foxgrenadiers and his machine guns have been moving all together and fighting all together, and so when he gets pushed off, he really gets pushed off. He doesn't fall back or anything. He just has to hit the retreat button. He's been jamming the retreat button a bit too often. Here comes a grenade. This is going to hurt. If he doesn't, of course he sees it because he's a good player. But that still forces him out of cover. That's very important for riflemen too. Ooh, some big damage. Very important for riflemen to force the Foxgrenadiers out of cover, because while the Foxgrenadiers are moving, that gives you a chance to move. And you always want to be moving as riflemen towards Foxgrenadiers because you are better up close. Ideally, you would just be right next to the Foxgrenadiers. You would always be running straight at them. But of course, you take damage when you run up and attack them, so you can't always just get up in their grill. But if you can force them to move, force them out of cover, and make it so that you can move without taking any casualties or very many casualties, then totally do that. We have a mine here and a mine here by Korean Army. Interesting mine over here. You don't see people use that route very often, but if they do, they're going to explode. So grenades or anything else to buy you time to close in, as Americans are always very nice, very good tip right there. And we have a quick motor pool straight to the supply yard and motor pool for Korean Army. He's got the fuel to do it. Got a bit more fuel than his opponent. Moving on up, and we got a bunker. Almost definitely got to be a medic bunker. I heard a mine. Ooh, another mine. This hurt the Foxgrenadiers, but didn't kill anybody. Ooh, it's another mine. This is Mine City. Don't know why these guys are hanging around. They're waiting for this rifle squad to show up, I suppose. Fantastic prediction by damn evil vicious mouse. Knows the motor pool is coming and has his pack ready to get ready. These guys are behind green cover, so they can chill for a while. They're also getting fairly lucky with the crits. They're at less than half health and haven't lost anybody yet. That's the green cover, I think, helping them out. Less than a third health, haven't lost anybody. This is bizarre. Frozen in time. Okay, now they did that. Korean Army not able to make that flank work for himself. He can get in this house. How many windows we got out here? Just 2. Let's look what damage this mine did. Oh, just a Pioneer. That's unfortunate. You want to catch something better than that. If it had hit this Foxgrenadier squad, we would have seen like 3 people, 4 people dead, depending on how they were clumped up, because they were such low health. The lower the health someone is at, the higher chance for a weapon to kill them, especially stuff like flamethrowers. That'll really start adding up. And we got mines from both players. We've seen a lot of mines in this replay pack from damn evil vicious mouse and from the people he faces. And so, you know, that's what the good players are like. I guess now would be a time to talk about a very basic concept in real-time strategy games in the company affairs, which is floating resources. Floating resources is when you have extra resources in the bank and you're not using them and they're just sitting there not doing anything. You don't earn interest on your resources, guys, so just because you have a bunch saved up doesn't mean that's a good thing. In fact, it's typically always a very bad thing to float resources, to have resources saved up. And mines are a way to keep from floating resources. We have another set lying here. You see he has got 5 munitions, right? No munitions, basically. He's not floating any munitions. He's spending them as fast as he can get them. You see he's floating 80 fuel, but that's probably because he hasn't decided what he wants to tech yet or something. You should decide as fast as possible and spend as fast as possible for all your resources. And munitions and everything included. CPs also. Once you get more than 2 CPs, your CP generation even goes down. So that's another reason not to float. So this M8 might be in trouble if the Pak-38 gets its shit together. And it's still cloaked, so Korean Army not able to really avoid. Boom! Oh, that's really unfortunate. And since the M8 is very light, it explodes when it hits somebody instead of vice versa. And we have a sniper. Oh man! Damn evil vicious mouse, too busy microing to cloak the sniper, so he takes a few hits before he's able to move away. Medic bunker returning some corpses, and he'll be able to salvage this wreck too, so it's looking better and better for damn evil vicious mouse, getting some kills in, getting a bit of a hold on the map, and importantly killing that M8. And now is the time for him to come back if he's going to come back, because he's at tier 2. His opponent's at tier 3, but his opponent is sort of broken at tier 3. His MA is dead. He's not going to have anything coming out for a little while, so now is the point for damn evil vicious mouse to turn this around and push it back if he's able to. Sniper? No. So, but here's a nice flank coming in from Korean Army. Oh, nice mine from damn vicious, you know his name. Takes out some riflemen. Don't know what this flank was going up, but he set that machine gun up extremely well. Caught those riflemen. And still, very good flank coming in. Flames got unsuppressed and moved on in. Now this could be bad. He doesn't have any machine guns. He's got to reposition this machine gun over really fast to save his bunker. Grenade going in must have been from Grenadiers, I suppose, or maybe that was from the United States. Oh, he does set up his machine gun, so too slow for Korean Army this attack. Loses another man to a grenade, and now he's just got a couple riflemen standing around. Oh, and another flamethrower, so that's not too bad. But machine gun repositioning again. Once this is set up, this is going to go very badly for Korean Army. That's another M8, so that could go better. But he's worried about that Pak-38, obviously. Uh-oh, here's the machine gun set up. And since... Oh, God! Jesus Christ, that must have been a mine. I don't know how he avoided it that long, but he's lucky he hit that on the retreat and only lost like 8 people instead of 6,000. Still no kills for those guys. So, damn evil vicious mouse not coming back as much as he would want to. Hasn't made much headway, except he's capping a bit on the right. But now he's importantly pushing into the middle and very importantly stopping the VP bleed. 500 VPs for Korean Army versus 323 for damn evil vicious mouse. And Korean Army is getting close to the sniper. You've got to be careful. Okay, so now damn evil vicious mouse is coming back. Now he's getting both the middle and the right. That'll get him more than half the map, and that's what he needs to really come back. And once he's got more than half the map, importantly, he can hold it. These guys are really low health. Careful! Hoo-wee, it's a lucky thing that M8 doesn't have a 50 cal gunner on top. That would suck for them. But, yeah, great job by Korean Army capturing this thing, although it would be nice to have those riflemen in the fight. He does have a triage center up in his base, healing up those people, and a weapons support center. Yowie, yowza, yowza, spending a lot of stuff, not really sure what he wants to tech up to. This must have taken either a mine hit or a Pak-38 hit, and now it's going to die. Ooh, not good, not good, not good. Korean Army now really on the back foot. 2 M8s dead and has not exacted anywhere near that kind of damage from the Wehrmacht player. Wehrmacht player, I'm not sure if he's even lost any squads. So this is looking not so good. The problem with vehicles is that you can't reinforce them, guys. Infantry have great survivability for 2 reasons. One, they have the retreat button. Must have been an American grenade. They have the retreat button, so if things get bad, you just go bleep, and they'll run away and get a minus accuracy bonus. So it's very tough for people to hit them while they're retreating. And number 2, they can reinforce and heal up and stuff on their own. You don't have to repair them with anybody. They'll just get better on their own when you get them back to base. And so with M8, you lose it and it's dead. And if you start to lose it, you lose it for reals. And nice flank though by Korean Army. He's gonna wipe this folk squad out. Speaking of not losing any squads, 1 folk squad down. And now he's really moving in. Where are the machine guns? He's pushed off the machine guns, it looks like. They've had to retreat. Korean Army stopping to lay mines and to capture points. Not sure I agree with that. He's afraid of the machine guns, but the machine guns aren't anywhere. Where are the machine guns? They're all gone. He could be moving in right now and kicking ass, taking names. He just doesn't know, though, that all these machine guns are completely AWOL. Oh, hunting down the sniper, though. Yeah, well, that could have been really bad for damn evil vicious mouse. Don't know what the hell his machine guns are doing. They're both back at base. He was just too bold with them. They got pushed off. I guess Korean Army must not have noticed. Didn't see them. Oh, tried to fake out damn evil vicious. Oh, didn't try and fake out. Throw the grenade. That might have been too late. could have caught those Fox Raiders, maybe. Maybe not, but yeah, really would like to see Damn Evil Vicious Mouse. Oh, is this mine? Oh, that's ridiculous, and that's ridiculous. 3 riflemen down and engineers down. Man, Korean Army could have really come back there, pushed all this stuff off, decrewed the Pak-38, maybe flamed the bunker a bit, but he got himself. Oh, threw a grenade at that door, but is that a door? I don't know, now it's a hole. I heard them say something in German. Yeah, Damn Evil Vicious Mouse, really lucky that did not collapse right there. With those machine guns gone, Korean Army could have pushed in, so either he wasn't thinking right, or he didn't see the machine guns go, but either way, that could have been very bad, but it wasn't very bad. We have medic tent, hooray! Medic tanks are nice for the United States. They're 150 manpower, you build them wherever you want, and if they... Remember, all it takes is 1 rifleman squad, and the medic tent has more than paid for itself, almost double paid for itself, so unfortunately if they get shot, that's not great. In this case, it's nice because the medics are sort of a distraction, kept the riflemen safe to close in on these Fox Raiders and Grenadiers, so that was nice. But, this is a close game. Still looking very good for Damn Evil Vicious Mouse having taken out those 2 M8s, but it looks like Korean Army has sort of decided I'm going to go infantry heavy now, and I don't know what the weapon support center is for, but it's building something, so here we go. What's going up? It's a medic. Ran all the way out there to pick up a corpse, and the corpse disappeared right before he got to it. Just like real life. Damn Evil Vicious Mouse feeling the VP hurt, sent these pioneers on a mission to Maraud, and they're actually taking the VP now, so he's going to start putting the squeeze on the Koreans in another, like, 10 minutes. We are losing ground. We are losing ground. Something, I can't even, what did the pioneers say? I don't know. What do we got? It's a mortar! So that's not going to be fun for the Pak-38, or for the bunker, or for the machine guns for that matter. Oh, we got veteran support units and a med kit on the sniper. Hello, sniper, you're glowing. You're not glowing anymore. So yes, very close match. These 2 dead M8s not doing Korean Army any favors, but other than that, dead heat pretty much. Hasn't chosen a doctrine yet for Damn Evil Vicious Mouse. I notice quite often he delays his doctrine choice very long, and frankly, we don't know if Korean Army has chosen a doctrine yet either. I could swap over and check, but I don't like swapping over because it makes everything look buggy, and that almost killed the sniper. That didn't almost kill the sniper, but it's fun to watch anyways. And we have double vet on the infantry just in time, too, for these mortar to start shelling. Is that a second mortar? No, he must have just picked up. Yeah, this could get ugly real fast for Korean if Damn Evil Vicious Mouse is able to push in. What do we got up here? Dead rifleman. Uh-oh, his mortar team's suppressed. That's not hot. Now these people are suppressed too. Massive damage. Snipers firing in. If this doesn't get a grenade off on these machine guns, this is going to be bad. Machine gun, picking up because he sees the grenade coming. There's also a mine there. Got to move back. Boom. Saved himself. Korean Army right there. And now he's going to get some flames in on these people in green cover. That's going to be ugly. Mortar does not kill any of these people. That's nice. Wow, that mortar could have been bad for Korean. Look at that grenade. Nice retreat by Korean Army getting out of the range of that grenade. This sniper is very... Yes, he has to retreat too. Korean Army is looking very good here. He's pushing the opponent off. Just 1 grenadier squad to worry about. He's got some flames. They can't really hop in the church because the flame's going to hurt them. They can't even hop in the green cover. All they can do is toss no firecracker. Mortar picks up because you can't get down to 1 member on a mortar crew. They'll just commit suicide and die. But too little, too late. Grenadiers coming in. If they can hop in this house, they can Shrek this thing, but no, they can't hop in the house. They get flamed. So this is looking pretty good for Korean Army, except the machine gun's back, so now he has to worry. And all the while, the VPs are ticking down. The medics, the respective medics, dragging back. And we have tier 4 for Damn Evil Vicious Mouse. So now's the time for him to really, really come back. Look at this. This is how Korean Army's got enough for a weapons support center and a fuel, or and a triage center. He OP'd his fuel. OPing your fuel is OPing anything is typically a sign of a noob. You don't want to build OPs. They're just a waste, and they'll get shot. And it's a waste of manpower is really the important thing. 200 manpower is almost always better spent for units. But on something like Samoa, where number 1, the point is a very high point. It's +10. Number 2, it's very far away from your opponent, so it's difficult for them to harass. And number 3, it's one that if they do harass, it's very annoying. OPs are fairly useful. Ooh, Grenadiers reformed at the medic bunker. It's fairly nice to have a OP there because it'll delay the harass quite a bit if they ever get around to harassing. That could be a bad grenade. Oh man, boom, nice kill. It'll delay the harassment. This is going to be a very nice flank. Oh, wonderful mortar hit. Decrews the machine gun. Does he have enough grenadiers around to recruit it? No, he doesn't. The sniper is going to get overrun too. He's going to have to pull back. The Korean army needs to move in right now. Grab that machine gun. Grab it. He's going to get mortared if he tries, but that's okay. Oh man, that mine just saved damn Evil Vicious Mouse's ass. Wow, that would have been very bad, but instead we have inspired us for the fatherland. Pop, these infantry are going to fight better. They're going to fight more shooty guns, and wow, saved himself right there with that mortar shell, was it? Or a grenade? It was a mortar shell that killed his own people. Boom! Nice. I like the mortar. Liking the mortar. He really saved himself. Had he lost that machine gun, that would have been horrible. Oh man, this machine gun might decruit again. This mortar's at vet 1. It's gonna get grenaded, I bet you, because... Oh no, he doesn't have the munitions to grenade it because he popped for the fatherland. Korean army knows he's got to take this machine gun out and capture it, so he's trying to get a flank going. Can't quite do it. He does have his mortar firing. Can the mortar last long enough to kill the machine gun while it's under fire? Loses 1 man. Cannot lose 2. Machine gun realizes it's not going to work. Packs up. This is brutal. Wow, that sniper almost died. Wow, this is a really exciting fight. I have no idea which way it's going to swing. We do have tier 4 and an Austrian coming out, so that might be what damn Evil Vicious Mouse needs to win this match. The 60 fuel and the 600 manpower, whatever, sunk into those M8s that almost immediately died, really hurting Korean army. And you know, with that sort of stuff, he could have tacked up to a tank depot or something like that. And yeah, so that might be what's his eventual undoing. Otherwise, he has fought like a fox, and so is damn Evil Vicious Mouse. We'll have to see how it works. The U.S. should start thinking about a VP win at this point. Seeing as he's got the Wehrmacht pretty well pinned in, he should really be focusing. Yeah, no, that's the Wehrmacht with the bar somehow. U.S. should really be focusing on the VP win, because we're 20-something minutes into the game, and that's at the point where the Wehrmacht late game starts to show up, and Wehrmacht late game you don't want to tangle with as the United States. You want the game over ASAP. You can do that by pushing the VPs, and you know, you need to end the game before you're up to your ass in tigers. One of our snipers is KIA. That was the mortar, I think. Let's see, how's the mortar doing? Vet 2 yet? Heck yeah, Vet 2! Alright, you go, mortar. Yeah, this is... Oh, repairing the bunker. Love to see that. This is looking a little bad for Korean army. It's just those... Man, losing those M8s, it's a hard thing. If you're having trouble against PAC-38s with your M8s, you're like, oh, I would get shot and die, like Korean army. On a map like Samoa, you can always just be around the sides, right? Like, he lost both of his M8s in the center. One M8 down here, one M8 down here. That's because the PAC-38... Oh, that's gonna be a good grenade. Oh, but he retreated. The PAC-38 in the center is typically gonna catch your M8. You can do some fancy stuff dodging around behind buildings and stuff, but when the PAC-38 is cloaked, it's very difficult to do that, because it can reposition while it's cloaked. And then you never know, it's just gonna pop out and kill you. Oh, if this dies right before getting a squad, that's unfortunate. Nice man. So if there's like a PAC-38 hidden somewhere here, and you're like, I can't drive my M8 in, you know, you can send your M8 up here, or you can send your M8 over here, or even better yet, send your M8 in here, drop a mine right in front of their HQ, then drive around like a monkey. Or you can go Armored Company, get raid, and then your M8 can capture points, and that's really annoying for the enemy, because he can't just send infantry against your M8 unless he's got Shreks, and even if he's got Shreks, you can kite him. So the PAC-38 is not very mobile. It's mobile enough to be a problem, but it's still tied down to the middle or wherever they choose to put it. Obviously, if you head north or south with your M8, they're not going to be able to catch it with the PAC-38. And even if this medic tent was killed, he could rebuild it and still have 5 riflemen already saved up. Yeah, the corpses stick around. So yeah, this Austrian is really not good. He's going to need... Yep, AT gun we go, and wow, traffic jam. Korean army better see this soon. Yeah, I don't know if it solved itself or if he solved it, but that was bad. Are we gonna get sticky? I think they were trying, but they got suppressed. Are we gonna see a grenade? That guy looks like he's... I don't know what he's doing. That's great. Oh, another bar down. These guys can grab a second bar. Double vet grens with double bars. Don't want to fight those. Man, grenadiers with bars are really, really good, so don't let them get... Boom. Well, thankfully he's got an AT gun up. It's gonna get sniped by the Pac-38 possibly. They Relic lowered the AT gun accuracy versus other AT guns in one of the latest patches, so it used to be they would snipe each other all the time. It was kind of ridiculous, but thankfully they fixed that. Now you can't just use an AT gun to auto-kill the enemy AT gun. Nice, decrease the pack. If he can take the pack and turn it against his master, that'd be funny, but that's not gonna happen. Boom! Killing his own men with this mortar. Run away, run away, run away! No! Oh, curveball shot! Wow, the fuck did that go? That new mortar. Oh, don't lose your AT gun. That would not be good. Thankfully, the Fox Raiders don't have grenades, and he's not blitzed, so he can't activate assault grenades. Boom. This could get ugly if his AT gun is decrued. Come on, Mr. Barr. Well, Pac-38 also firing, so this could get really ugly for the for Korean Army. Poor Korean Army. If only he hadn't lost those 2 M8s. Or hadn't lost 1 M8. He's really paying for it now. The Ostwind is just too much. Oh, what do we got here? Ostwind, AT gun, and Ostwind! Oh, 2 Ostwinds. Okay, he's fucked up. That was a good match, though. Some really nice fights. And the lesson there is that it can be very difficult to come back if you lose a lot of resources sunk into, like, an M8 or something, and you lose them, and then you lose. We have lost the unit. Where did they die? Grenadiers up there. That's unfortunate. I think they had a bar. See, I told you it would have 5 people already. You could use a 6th, but yeah, Ostwind City. He can't even go airborne and strafe him because they just shoot him down. Sometimes. Sometimes Ostwinds shoot down planes, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you shoot down the plane, then it crashes into you, and then the game refunds the money for the strafing run because when it gets shot down before it strafes, it gives you your munitions back, so you get like a free kill on the Ostwind. Speaking of things, speaking of doctrines, Korean Army really hasn't used any doctrines. If he picked a doctrine, then he could still get effects from it. If he picked like infantry or something, then his reinforced time has been down. And if he picked airborne, nothing. And if he picked, well, if he picked armor, he's an idiot, but he could have been capturing stuff with light armor or whatever. But otherwise, really hasn't chosen a doctrine yet, and frankly, he's probably got the CPs to buy something nice. From defensive for damn evil vicious mass, we have registered artillery for the fatherland, and the thing that lets you see around the points you've captured. If you look at his site on the map right now, he can see basically everything within his territory, so that's very nice. So yeah, interesting that Korean hasn't done much with his CPs, and we have Knight's Cross on the field. Can't wait to see those guys fight. These guys are baller. They're dressed in all black because they are emos. They're not emos. Is emo even a thing anymore, or have they been replaced by hipsters? Hipsters. Austrian flag panzer, man, these things have Vet 1 even, pulling out all the stops. So, gotta say, fantastic play. Oh, poor rifleman. Double Austrian shot finishes them off. Gotta say, fantastic play by both players. I've said it so many times that it bears repeating once more. Losing those M8s is really what did Korean Army in. His teching was slowed, his, not to mention the damage that it did to his ability to fight. Obviously, 2 M8s, the 2 guns on him, and the 2, 50 cals on him. That would be some serious firepower that would have helped him out. And despite some excellent play, some great flanks, good use of the mortar. Where's the mortar? I don't think he even has a mortar anymore. Of course he has a mortar. There's stuff falling. No, he doesn't. There's an AT gun. Well, wonderful play with the mortar that got at least Vet 2. Very good stuff all around, and just wasn't able to come back from those dead M8s. There's your lesson. And a half-track so he can reinforce, as if he couldn't just reinforce with the bunker. Maybe he's going to turn it into a walking Stuka. Yes, he is. Walking Stuka, that's one way to spend your munitions. Kind of a weird thing, because as a defensive player, he can always use his munitions on registered artillery, which is sweet. You just drop it on the point, and they have to retreat, or at least pull back, because otherwise the whole squad is going to get wiped. But, obviously, walking Stuka horrendously powerful. Oh, here comes assault grenades, right? Right? I think he probably popped it on the AT gun. It's nice to pop assault grenades on the AT gun, because it can't retreat. It's just going to get butt fucked. Those used to be, like, legit grenades. Now they just stun people. And, Knight's Cross get assault grenades no matter what doctrine you choose, but, typically, I mean, it's nice because they get it even if you haven't gone blitz. But the problem with them is that there's only 3 people in the squad, so it's like one guy throws assault grenades. The point behind assault grenades is like half the squad gets them out of their... Oh, there's the mortar. Half the squad gets them out of their pockets. They start chucking grenades like crazy, grenades everywhere, and in a stormtrooper squad, or especially a Volksreiter squad, it's just grenade rain. It's ridiculous. Ooh, Stuka! Boom, boom, boom. But with the Knights Cross squad, it's just one guy, so your grenade volume is not quite as impressive. It's not the fountain of grenades. Crack tank crew. Alright, we got the cocaine piped into the tank crew. And do these guys look high, or do these guys look high? They are wired. We can't really see them. They're in the little jacuzzi. That's what the top of the Ostwind is. After the war, the Germans would chop the tops off of these Ostwinds and fill them with bubbly water. Fun, fun, fun for everyone. Except the Jews. Pershing, so he went armored company. In a last-ditch effort to save himself by destroying as many possible hedges, he's driving the Pershing off into no man's land, giving every chance possible to these grenadiers to attack it in the rear with a Panzerschreck. So, can't say that's a great idea. But I like the sound that the whole machine gun makes when it fires. Very nice. Squishy! Squishy, squishy! Maybe someday I'll talk about squishing tactics. Now is not the time, though, because the Pershing, not ideal. It's very large, and large is good for squishing. Hey, this mortar is MVP, Champion of the Match, 19 kills! Yeah, I'll talk about squishing some other shoutcasts. Oh, we have defensive artillery. Where's it going? Where's it going? Right here? Right here? Right in the... Where are you falling? Oh, the VP, of course. And see, I told you, squad wipe. Yeah, Korean Army's in trouble. Big, big trouble. And yowza, yowza, yowza. Flak 88 is a GG for Korean Army. So, the lesson there is don't lose your M8s right off the bat, and also that is how to say GG in Korean. Good night.